Hey everybody, what's happening? Oh, Jesus. Ooh, thank you, Ricky. Oh, shit! Fuck! Almost there. Oh, shit. Okay, almost here. Okay. Shit! I'll bring him a TV upstairs. My friend's, he's moving out. So he gave me his big screen TV. Yeah. Trying to make room for this and stuff, but yeah. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I got the TV inside. How's everyone doing? Last video of the new year? Or last video of the old year, you know what I'm saying? That is if I don't do a Q&A tomorrow. Oh, Jesus. Now how am I going to put this TV on top of that? Okay. I know you good, Q. What's up, Blocker? Well, it's not as hard getting the TV on the bed as I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we fucking go. Yes. This is how I fuck with this. Yes. Where's my... Oh, shit. What the flying fuck? Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, this is the shit right here. Let me call this nigga, see where he's at. No. No. I'm sorry for this wait. Try is on his way, running a little late. I don't know what he's actually doing, but just bear with me at the moment.
What's good?
Hey,
What up?
nothing much. Just took me a long time to get this TV fixed. What about you?
Okay. Just chilling, man.
Yeah, let me show you something right quick.
All right.
Look at this shit.
Is the is it fixed?
Yeah, my friend Ricky, shout out to Ricky, gave me a new TV.
Okay.
It's more
Nice.
big screen and shit.
How many inches is that?
Um, that I don't know at the moment, but it was heavy as fuck getting it up here by myself. So
Oh man.
let's just go with that.
Nice, nice. You watching? I see you got the fire stick on.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
I was watching my sitcoms, my dramas, all that bullshit.
Right.
How you doing?
Chilling, man. It's good.
So guess what movie I was watching earlier?
Hmm.
Mommy Dearest.
Oh wow.
Shit. They got that movie
How was
free on YouTube.
that? Came out in the 80s, right?
Yep,
I,
1980 it came out. Yep.
I might have seen that like once. I was on a live stream when they were talking about that movie.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like a lot of people love it. It's like underrated.
Underrated. I don't necessarily call it underrated. I feel like it's overhated, in my opinion.
Is it?
Because the thing about that movie was it was probably the most campiest movie I've ever seen.
Right.
Like, because Joan Crawford was over the top, and then Faye Dunaway is another over the top performance. So it's just like to the extreme. And then certain moments where I get it, abuse is never funny, but it's the performances that make me laugh. Like, no wire hanger, like all that shit.
Right. It was good. Yep.
Shit.
Blocker was good, yo. Yeah, the beat battle is they haven't they I know they was gonna block it, so
Oh yeah, that fucking YouTube man blocking my shit, but it's all good. Hopefully they didn't block all the theme songs and shit. Cause I'm still trying to get that Prince shit over with.
we played some Disney shit, so that's probably why.
Fucking bastards at Disney and shit.
Yeah,
But it's
Disney.
okay for everybody else to play WandaVision clips when they want to fucking feel like it. Okay, all
Right,
right.
right.
It's okay for motherfuckers to throw in random Family Guy memes and clips when they fucking want to when all that shit's owned by Disney. That's okay. But I can't
Right.
play a 2 minute theme song and shit like that. Okay, all right.
I don't know, man.
That's why I can't. That's why the world is fucked up the way it is and shit. You know, niggas don't know what the fuck they want. Shit.
Send the link.
But what's good, Eric?
Eric said to send the link.
I got you. So I feel like you're gonna love this album more than me.
How do you action Reg? You don't live up here? That's a question for me.
I'm just joking around and shit. Cause he texted me saying some shit. I'm not gonna reveal
I
your thoughts,
didn't.
but you just texted me. But yeah, I already sent him the link. I'm gonna get the vinyl right quick. Everybody start. He once was a thug from around the way. Easy. Okay. All right, fuck it.
I don't know, man.
Let's get this shit started. What's good, you too? How's everyone doing this lovely Thursday night? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
I already sent to Eric just to let you know. And the album that we're going to talk about today is Eazy-E's solo debut album, Eazy Does It. This came out in 1988 on Ruthless Records and shit. Singles this album is known for are Eazy Does It, Easier Said Than Done, Boys in the Hood, and stuff like that. Well, the the original, but the remix, they don't have the remix here, which I'll explain that in a minute.
Right.
And Radio. Dr. Dre and DJ Yella produces record and stuff. And the guest appearances include MC Ren, Dre, Ice Cube, but it's not credited here and stuff like that.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Do we really need to get into how we got into Eazy-E? I mean,
No, we already said that.
okay. I'm just making sure.
We did
Alright.
did we do a Straight Outta Compton or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get the shit started. So Eazy-E. So after the release of Straight Outta Compton, they were pretty much, this album pretty much came after Straight Outta Compton. Yeah, it came out after Straight Outta Compton and stuff like that. It's what one likes to call like an appetizer. I call it like pretty much an appetizer and shit like that, And what I got, the thing about this album that's interesting was the fact that it was pretty much like mostly written by like Ren and Cube and stuff like that. And it's pretty much the way I see it's like a more comedic Straight Outta Compton, if you ask me. Because the tone of this album compared to Straight Outta Compton was like a lot more, I'm not going to say lighthearted to say the least, but it was more juvenile. I'm just going to be real. Right. It was more juvenile and shit like that,
Right.
Certain songs, motherfucker, they don't know curse words and shit like that too, which a lot of people shouldn't really notice and stuff. Yeah, this album came out 3 months after Straight Outta Compton, just to let y'all know. And this was actually the only album that was released in his lifetime and shit like that. What's good, Eric?
What's good?
What's up?
Yeah, man. Keyword, only album, because I'm not going to count the EPs. I'm not going to count Straight Out the Motherfucking Streets of Compton, which technically that was supposed to have been the Temporary Insanity album. But I'm going to get more into that when I talk about Straight Out the Motherfucking Streets. But yeah, man. So this is the album cover right here. It just has fucking Eazy-E and Ren just chilling and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, if you guys look closely, it just says these songs contain explicit lyrics, parental guidance suggested. Because if you guys get the reissue version, they will have like the parental advisory sticker on it. But as y'all can see, this is like the OG copy I got right here. Yeah, man, let me show y'all that. Of course, it got that classic Ruthless signature. It has like the street side, the radio side, which again, he wasn't like the first artist to do that, but it just giving people like, in case they don't want to hear the vulgarity of the lyrics and shit like that when it comes to Straight Outta Compton. But yeah, man. And like I said, this album has been re-released a couple of times. One of the most known re-released issues was when they would throw in the 5150 EP with Eazy Does It and stuff, which is, it's cool. I'm gonna save my thoughts on 5150. But then they re-released this. Respect the Classics. We re-released this on 2013, and it has two bonus tracks and whatnot. Yeah, it has two bonus tracks, and those are like remixes of "We Want Easy," and this track "Still Talking" and shit. Yeah, man. Let me pull up my fucking notes.
Is this the only album? People are asking, is this his only album?
This is his only album, yeah, released in his lifetime because Straight Out the Motherfucking Streets of Compton came out weeks after he died. And they just threw in what was supposed to have been on a Temporary Insanity and some unreleased tracks
Mm.
and stuff like that. They threw them all together
And
because that was not the official album.
the
That was,
187 project,
that was an EP.
EP, okay.
Yeah. Which I'm gonna talk about those both EPs as the review sometime next month and shit like that because I'm not gonna waste a whole 30-minute review talking about 6 songs on these shit. Just to be real with y'all.
You could have
This
did
is
all
what we
three
did.
on one though.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's just like I wanted to really talk about the EPs by itself,
Right.
And stuff like that because just to show where Ruthless Records was at, and then after Dre left and stuff too, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
because I really wanted to have a whole episode dedicated to Eazy Does It by itself and shit, because this has been requested a couple of times on this channel, Cough Cough BJ and stuff. So
Where he at? He ain't even here.
he'll probably show up. You know how BJ is and shit. But yeah, and since we're talking about the whole N.W.A family tree, we've already talked about Dre's albums. We talked about majority of the Ice Cube albums and the West Side Connection shit. I'm gonna save my thoughts on MC Ren once I get more of his albums in my collection. And now we're gonna talk about Eazy-E. Eazy Does It, Mr. Eric White, whatever you want to call him, the little big man, little gangster, whatever you want to call him, and shit like that. So let's get this shit started. 12 tracks. Going to start with the first track. I'm Still Talking, which this one right here was a pretty solid song. Nice track to really kick off the album and stuff like that. Just judging from the get go, it already played out as soon. It pretty much played right after Straight Outta Compton left off and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Very very dope. Again, Eazy is not. If you're expecting lyricism, like if you're expecting like Cube or Van, it's just more like comedic, just in your face and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a very very solid cut.
Yes, definitely. Nice track, nice beat. Bass line was hitting. You got Easy saying psychopath, but the hoes are attracted because I'm all hard. My dick is at least a yard. He said some funny lines and as during the track, the beat switches up and Dre gets on, he's like, yo, hold up, stop this shit. And then the beat switches and Easy goes off again. And I liked it. I thought it was a great track.
Yeah, man. Definitely a lot of beat switches when it comes to this fucking album and stuff too. So nice that you mentioned that. So now we're gonna get into Nobody Move. Again, another entertaining track which features MC Ren. It pretty much just talking about them robbing a bank
Yeah.
and whatnot, just them doing their thing, and then the police fucking come, and y'all know how that fucking shit goes, you know what I'm saying? Nothing groundbreaking, but at the same time, just a pretty entertaining song. I like the line where he says, but back to the bitches I'm peeping, and then unite the whole so I can start creeping. Took it to the back room about to jack. Co-trailed the bitch with a gun in her back, like fucking only like them lines not really be passed on for fucking today and shit, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it was dope.
I like when you, I like when you said, lay down now, but your body was the biggest titties that a nigga ever saw. I was like, I bust out laughing when I heard that. Then when he said, when he pulled her skirt down, she said when he pulled the skirt down, the bitch had a dick. I was like, oh god.
Right.
Yeah, man. Eazy was a wild dude and shit like that, man. I So after Nobody Move, we're gonna get into Ruthless Villain. This features MC Ren, and it's kind of crazy too because this is, in my opinion, this was more of an MC Ren track than Easy and shit. I feel like he had like the most lines and stuff like that, you know. And so what MC Ren he said about this track was the fact that he was talking about how Easy, the beat was way too fast for Easy to rhyme on and stuff like that. And so pretty much, you know, they had to fucking and this they had to fucking I think force him to rhyme it and stuff like that. Cause you know he was used to rhyming slow, like that
Right.
slow kind of flow and shit like that too. So definitely felt like that was kind of interesting, which is why I kind of felt like this was more of a Ren track. And he always calls himself the villain in black, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, Ruthless Villain was dope, man. Like, and Ren killed it. You know, he said, keeping niggas in line, whoever fucks with his rhymes. And before you fuck with him, you gotta fuck with his nine. Fire lines from Ren, you know, dope beat, the scratching. Nobody Move was also good. I like that little reggae sample they had on Nobody Move. That was dope. Um, Two great tracks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So after that, we're now going to get into Two Hard Mothers, which again features MC Ren. Um, compared to the last track, this one was okay. I wasn't really too crazy about the beat and stuff like that. And again, what I mentioned before when we talked about Straight Outta Compton, you know, you can tell Dre was still influenced by like the Dr. Dre's. I mean,
Like,
the Marley Malls and the Said G's and stuff like that too. Especially how he was mixing those drums and stuff like that too, which
mhm.
we're gonna have to talk about. I texted you about a particular album, which I'm gonna say my thoughts when it comes to Dre's production and shit too. But even Dre even say he didn't really care for the production on Straight Outta Compton and stuff like that too. So
Right.
that says something.
This was great. Another dope track. I love the beat, the scratching on it. You know, Ren, I liked his verse. Eazy-E, he killed it. He said, a bad mouth nigga on a violent tip. I catch you talking some shit and I'm gonna bust your lip. Now you're gonna tell that I'm making you soft. The police ain't shit because I'm paying them off. Fire. Easy killed it, man. This was definitely a great track, and I enjoyed it.
Definitely. All right, now we're gonna get into Boys in the Hood remix. Um, yeah, man, this was pretty much the original version was on the compilation N.W.A and the Posse and stuff like that. And so y'all should know the story with this song. The song was originally for some East Coast group called HBO, which stood for Homeboys Only, but they pretty much did not like a lot of the content on the record because since they were from the East Coast, they was not used to like the stuff that they were talking about, you know, with the low riders and drinking
Right,
40s
right.
and shit like that too. So they had a falling out with in the studio, you know, had a falling out with Dre and Easy. And so Easy was pretty much saying, oh well, y'all ain't got no song. And Dre pretty much was wanting Easy to like do the song and whatnot too. So when they were trying to like coach them into doing the song, they actually what they did, they actually had to record one line each and stuff like that. They had to punch in like one or two lines and stuff like that too. And this is all coming from DJ Yellow when I think
Mm.
he did the Vlad TV interview. He was talking about how he had to punch in the line and whatnot too. And I think the session took like 6 to 7 hours to record this track
Wow.
or whatever and
Damn.
stuff. So yeah. And so like if you would listen to the original version, if you listen to the original version, shit like that, it's pretty much a bit more. It had like 5 verses, pretty much, but then the remix version, it had like of course, the prologue and stuff like that, and it had pretty much had EE describe playing gangster gangster before playing like the original, the rest of Boys in the Hood and stuff, which is not really that much difference if you ask me and whatnot, but
Mm.
just something that you should know, just in case for all my
I'm like, I got it.
diehard N.W.A fans and stuff like that too. But again, what do I think of the song? I feel like this song is like an iconic, like next to Schoolie D's PSK. What does it mean?
Right.
Ice T 6 in the morning. It really solidified what gangster rap is. I love the line where he says, he says, I went to get them out, but there was no bail. The fellas caused a riot in the county jail. 2 days later, in the municipal court, Kilo G on trial, cold Carter fart. Disruption on the court, said the judge. On the 60th sentence, my man didn't budge. Bailiff came over to turn them in. Kilo G looked up and gave a grin.
Mm.
And he had that one line where he was talking about fucking, yeah, he says this shit. Went to a house to get out the pad. Them hoe said something that made me mad. She said something I couldn't believe, so I grabbed the stupid bitch by her nappy
My
ass weave.
nappy ass
Started
weed.
talking shit. When you know, reached back like a pimp, slapped the hoe. My father jumped up and started to shout, so I threw her right cross, knocked his old ass out. Fucking.
Boys in the hood are always
Then,
hard.
then they threw in the who do you think you are, Mr. Big Star?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking classic, man.
Fire, man.
Yeah. This was great. This is a great track. Dope break beat, the bass line. You got some guitars in it as well, and yeah, like you said, like Easy killed it. You know what I mean? And he had some funny lines about the chicks and the weave, and this is also sampled by Jim Jones and Cameron and Game. They did Certified Gangsters to this beat. So yeah, this is classic.
Yeah, it was also sample for Mike Jones for his song
Right.
Cruising in My 642. That's actually the song that actually made me discover who not only who Mike Jones is, but who Eazy-E is and shit like that. Oh, Megan Thee Stallion also did her own version.
Garbage.
Well,
I think it was
let
called
it
like
be.
Girls, and it's kind of crazy too because one of Eazy-E's daughters pretty much just
Yeah,
blasted that
Evie.
version. Not
She
only
ain't
did she
like
say
that
it was
shit.
slick, but they didn't like authorize it with the family at first and stuff like that.
You
So
know what it is? That's that Rock Nation magic. The Jigga Man Jay-Z. He gonna do anything to make sure the artist get the pull and shit though. But that
Mm-hmm.
sample that didn't fucking fit her. So I can see what his daughter was saying.
yeah, and I have really nothing against Megan Thee Stallion, but I feel like that song was overrated. Like, and it's funny because these motherfuckers don't know about N.W.A. or they say, "Oh, that shit's too old." But
Exactly.
but
But you
then
sampling it
y'all
though.
Yeah.
right, and then
How you gonna
y'all
say
be
you
talking.
don't like the older shit, but you sampling nigga shit?
Yep.
If you don't
Yep.
like these older artists, don't sample none of that shit. Come up with your own stuff. If y'all supposed to be so
Exactly.
good,
Yep.
I mean, it's what the fans. It's like what the fans and shit. They be like, "Oh, well, this shit is too old and stuff like that." Because hip hop started in '92 and it ended when Pac and Biggie died. Stuff.
yeah,
So
it started in '96 when All Eyes on Me came out and shit. They don't go back to like the '80s and shit.
now the only time they go back to the '80s if it's like Run DMC, LL, just to throw them their
Right.
dog, their bones and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But then they was talk about Chronic and 36 Chambers and Illmatic
Doggy style
until
and shit.
their
Yep.
fucking penis gets a boner and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop didn't start in the '90s.
But it's
All
like
these
y'all know
people that
so
talk
much about
about
pop, but y'all know
all
nothing
these
about
hip
digital
hop heads.
underground.
That's why I don't get into conversations with hip hop heads, because if you call yourself a hip hop head, you're supposed to know who Sugar Hill Gang is and know who Treacherous Three is. Way before the '90s, hip hop did not start in the '90s, and half of them they
These
don't even know
niggas,
'90s shit.
these niggas will be on suicide watch if you tell them the name 5 LL Cool J
Exactly.
songs from the '80s. Their
Yeah.
brains will be blowing up right about now.
What do you know besides Mama Said Knock You Out?
Or Hey Lover.
You know what I mean?
Or Rock the Bells.
Oh yeah, they don't know that because Eminem performed that in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They know Rock the
Oh
Bells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said my thoughts on Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, man. Great track. Certified Gangsters. You know, Jim Jones sampled it. Great.
Was that for Jim Jones' first album?
That was for the Certified Gangsters. I forgot what. I thought that was a mixtape that was on. I
Thought so.
forgot what project it was on. Big hit over here
Gotcha.
though when they did the video and everything.
Got you. Got you. Okay. All right. So after Boys in the Hood, we're gonna get into Easy Does It. Ooh. Yes. This is pretty much one of my favorite joints from this whole album. Classic, in my opinion. Um, you guys should remember, not MC, Master A sampled that. Easy Does It for Sitting on Chrome
Yep.
and whatnot. The girl that was singing the "He Once Was a Thug from Around," though, that was Miss Chalet. Allegedly, that was Miss Chalet from what I heard and
Okay,
whatnot too. Which it
that
kind of
makes
sounds
sense.
like,
You could tell by her voice sounding like
Mm,
Minnie Mouse and shit. You know.
right.
right. But yeah, pretty much when it comes to this fucking track, it uses like a lot of familiar samples from "Impeach the President" to sing a simple song and whatnot too. So just pretty much Eazy-E just talking about who he is, braggadocio track. I fuck with it.
Yeah, that was dope ass track. Easy saying 8 ball sipping, the bitches all flipping, slow down and hit a dipping, continue my tripping, hitting my switches, collect from my bitches, the money that I make so I can add to my riches. Loved his flow on that track. Um, Definitely one of my favorites on this album. Killed it.
Yeah, definitely a favorite of mine too. Now my favorite track, "We Want Easy," featuring MC Ren and Dr. Dre. Man, this is a classic track.
Yeah.
Especially when they have that Bootsy Collins sample. Man,
That music video was cool as hell too.
well, don't even, I was gonna talk about the music video. Don't even get me started on that video, man. That iconic. It's all everything from Easy running away from the fucking police with the fucking hat falling off, then him in
Right.
jail, performing like a satellite and shit like that, then using some 80s fucking special effects jump over the screen.
Yeah, jumping out the screen and shit on some Silk the Shocker shit, just jumping out the
Mhm.
TV.
Right.
Right. But yeah, this is a very dope joint. Little trivia though. Pretty much the single cover when they released the song in a single, if you guys recognize it, they used the Chronic pretty much borrowed that whole template from that "We Want Easy" cover and stuff like that too. Just to let y'all fucking know that the whole zigzag cigarette artwork and stuff like that too. So just throwing that shit out there. And there's this one line where Easy said he's like they were pretty much saying, yeah. Michelle's like, "Hey, Easy, why you wear your pants like that?" And he's like, "I wear my pants like this for easy access, baby," and shit. Fucking classic joint and shit. In my opinion, one of my favorite joints Easy has ever done. And
Fire,
N.W.A.
man, and definitely Ren and Dre was doing their things. People from everywhere gathered around checking out the sound. The Easy is throwing down. What's the help for Ren and Dre? Yo, they definitely had chemistry. I wish they could have did like a collaboration album together with like Dr. Dre's production and MC Ren, over some Dr. Dre beats.
Right.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself too.
Yeah, it was dope. I feel like this song was like headed for radio. Like, with the
Yeah.
chorus with them screaming easy and all that. But it was dope.
Yeah, and I think like that's what this whole album's intention was and shit like that. Just 'cause, Straight Outta Compton was barely played in like a lot of radio stations and shit like
Right.
that. So
Right.
they definitely tried to do something to capitalize. 'Cause, Easy was like the
Yeah,
mascot of the whole fucking group, if you ask me.
niggas buying the
And
CDs and running them over with bulldozers and shit. That's just a waste of money. Like you buying the niggas CDs, making them rich, and you fucking them up. That's just crazy.
yeah, that shit happened to me. I would not even mind. It's like at least I'm getting fat, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
they bought them motherfuckers. He said that on the movie. Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They bought them motherfuckers.
Right.
Like I never understood the point of that fucking shit. Y'all buy all these fucking CDs, then y'all get mad when the controversial act is #1 and stuff like that, and y'all buy them over just to run them over. I never understood the point of all that shit. You know, it's like, yeah, we're gonna burn all these fucking CDs and shit. Like, I'm surprised. And I said I'm not that they didn't do it to Travis Scott yet. You know what I'm saying? But hey, shit, niggas don't know what physical albums are and shit. You know?
Right.
Yeah, they only know digital albums. What is a digital album? Can you hold the motherfucker? Can you read the liner notes? Can you actually play the shit on like the wheels of steel? Like
Yep.
a lot of these dudes, when you talk about formats, you ask a kid what a cassette tape is, they'll look at you like you crazy or something. Let alone a CD. What's a CD?
Right.
What's a cassette?
What's an 8-track?
Shit. But yeah, speaking of radio play, easier said than done. A fucking phenomenal track, in my opinion. Another one with a very dope video, in my opinion. Um, and this is crazy because this is like one of the few songs he never dropped a curse word and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's something very
Yeah,
interesting.
there's one or two tracks he ain't dropped no cuss word on the album, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Like this is actually one of the first songs that I've really just memorized from Eazy. Like, my name is Eazy. Yeah, this is true. Keeping your attention is what I'm gonna do. Hardcore. Yo, I can never be soft. Asking me my definite, they say the boy goes off. Like I said, he's not the lyrical motherfucker, but his performance and his entertaining was what makes up for it and shit
Yeah,
like that. And it's crazy too because MC Ren did an interview where a lot of people thought that either Ren or Q wrote this fucking track, but it was actually Dr. Dre who wrote this track for Easy.
oh
So
shit.
Wow.
yeah,
And they say Dre don't write
Dre
nothing for
actually
nobody.
wrote. Right, I never understood. I mean, I never knew Dre wrote this shit. So interesting.
Yeah, this was definitely a banger. Easy saying, "My name is Easy," or just call me E, but it doesn't really matter to me because I'm the same person, whether serious or rehearsing. I just gotta keep
Guess
cursing.
he cursing.
Loved his flow on that. Nice beat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love.
definitely bring back memories of playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You know, just going around the city bumping this on Radio Los Santos.
Mm,
Easy and said to done. Yeah, that's the title. Birds are hating with the fire because you know. But what is these ugly? Easy come, easy go.
right.
Classic. All right. So again, well, clearly now we're in the radio side now because now we're gonna have a track called the radio. Um, this was a solid track in my opinion. Again, this was another one of those tracks where they played it like it was a radio, and then they had like different like beat switch ups or changes, and it's just like okay
Hmm.
and whatever. I mean, it kind of threw me off a little bit, but at the same time, I knew why they did it and whatnot. So yeah, this was a very solid joint. Not one of my favorites, but hey,
Yeah. Then you got like people calling in, like it's a radio station, and Dre taking the calls, and this one fan asks for Easy number, and he says 976, and then they bleep out the other stuff, and
Quick.
yeah, I thought it was dope. It's a dope track.
Yeah, I like the part when Stan the guitar man called. He was like, "Yeah, man, I did guitar on this album. You still owe me money, mother." He then they hung up. That
Mm,
nigga Dre was like, "You got ganked or something." Like that.
right.
yeah, man, this fucking shit is funny as hell. Now we're gonna get into no more questions. Um, a very dope track. I know a lot of fans fuck with this track and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Nice usage of the barcade sample and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with it.
I love the whole like way the track was done with the interviewer interviewing Easy, and then he's answering her questions, and it reminded me of like like the Superman lover interlude on Redman's first album, and you got like the,
Yeah,
the woman asking Redman, well, what makes you Superman lover, and and he goes into the song, and the next question track on Kid and Play Face the Nation, it was like that also. But this was dope. It had a nice beat and easy, like his tone switches, like it went like kind of like from chaotic to like a calmer type of flow he had on here. And he was saying like easy in his calm flow, move quickly with no running. I think I hear somebody's coming. There's a front door key and I flee out the back with a fistful of jewelry over the wall. Don't fall, wiping my sweat because that was a close call. Getting ganked by the E's a lesson. So is there any more questions? So I love that whole flow that he did on that.
I definitely like the beat. It sound like some early like b boy like battle type instrumentals in the
Right,
background. It
right,
just sound like it feels like you could chase somebody to this on like some mid 70s like TV show type shit.
right.
I get a good feeling out of that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely had like a chase kind of feel to it too. I definitely see what y'all saying. All right, now we're gonna get into I'm Breaking It Down featuring MC Ren. To me, the beat sounds like a gangster version of Rapper's Delight. I don't know if it was just me, but especially when that do bass line and
Right.
shit keeps hitting. I got some Sugar Hill Gang feeling, and at the same time, it kind of also gives me feelings of that N.W.A track, Something to Dance to. Which y'all know how much I love that song or whatever. But
Mhm.
anyway, it's an okay track. I mean, it's not really one of my faves.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a dope track. Nice beat. You got Easy saying some good lines, ready to go like never before. Giving you more because I'm ready to score. I'm not a lawman, but I'm a raw man. But you're the coldest one I ever saw, man. I love this flow. I always liked his flow because he knows how to kill these type of gangster tracks. So I thought it was dope.
Definitely hear what you're saying about that. All right, the last one. As if this album is already not getting weird, this nigga's trying to do spoken word now with Easy Chapter 8 Verse 10 bullshit.
Oh God, nigga, think you
You
know
don't
about
like
this
this
shit.
track. You don't like this
I
track
do
either.
not like this. This is the only track
Okay.
on the album I don't like. Hell no. They could have definitely done without this.
Uh I'm looking at myself like, really? Really?
Oh God.
I got what he was trying to, because it reminds me of the Ice T track, the Soul on Ice, the title track, Soul on, I mean not the title track, I'm thinking of Brass Cast, but it's on the Power album, Soul on Ice, where
Mm.
he does a spoken word feel, which again, it fits Ice T because
Yeah.
he has such a unique
Got that
flow.
smooth pimp flow.
Yeah, and it had that beat. It kind of had like an Iceberg Slim kind of feel to it, which I always thought Power was his pimping album, if you ask me. But the way how Easy try to do it, it kind of gives me like a poor man's version of Dolomite, if you ask me. And I know how much I like Ruby Ray Moore, Dolomite, and shit.
Mhm.
So yeah, I didn't really care for this. Like the radio side has its ups and downs, but it kind of ended the album on a weaker note.
I think it would have been better if he actually rapped it instead of like trying to do a spoken word.
Yeah,
Because the beat was fire. He could have just had like a regular, 16 bars and close out the album.
I agree.
I think I think it would have been better if it was if it was a posse cut just like on the D.O.C album. No one can do it better.
Right.
Mm.
That would have been good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay tuned on that one. All right. Now, my opinion on this album went back and forth over the years. When I first heard this album, I did not like it because I was used to the Eazy-E when I first heard him. Like when I first really became a fan was the it's on Dr. Dre. Like I said, I heard we want easier said than does it, but the It's on Dr. Dre was like the first project I heard from him. And then I went back to hear Easy Does It. I was like, I was expecting like straight out of Compton, but at the time it was like a more it was when I thought it was straight out of Compton light. That's the
Right.
way I thought of it at first. But then I became accepted of it because of the fact that Easy E, like, even though you have the parental advisory, it's really not that bad. Like if you expected Marshall Mathers LP, or if you're expecting fucking hell, Ice Cube's death certificate. I'm gonna be real. Like
Fucking Esham's what trying to think of that fucking other album. Esham's Booming Words
booming
of
words.
Hell or something.
Yeah,
Or like it's
because he was like
or
fuck,
like
fuck, fuck
yeah,
all over that fucking album. That
yeah.
motherfucker was going crazy on that album and shit. But I would not play this with my parents either.
Yeah,
Like
definitely don't. You'll definitely get your ass whooped.
it's like that weird era of the West Coast hip hop where you had Tone Loc and shit like you had like vulgarity, but it was still polished at the same time, if that makes sense. And that's the best way I can think of this album. Shut up. Um, I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna be a 3.5 out of 5. Just being honest.
Um,
All right, that's what's
Good
up.
album, but 2 songs, maybe 3, kind of ruined it for me, if you ask me.
I mean, I think the whole album was good. Great gangster rap production, the songs. Easy was witty, and he still had his. Even though it was his solo album, he still had his input from the group members on it, and I think that was important to do. Like he didn't just like forget about N.W.A and go off and work with somebody else. And I think them being on the album with them, it had that N.W.A feel. So I think it's a great album. I'm giving it 5 marks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's up, Try. In my opinion, this is a solid album. I would consider it a classic if they took this fucking Eazy-E chapter 8 verse 10 off. That shit is garbage in my opinion. Um Overall, this is a solid album. I can't give it 5 mics. I will give it a 4, in my opinion. I would have gave it a 4.5, but Eazy-E chapter 8 verse 10, it really brought it down for me, in my opinion.
Yeah, man.
Just one song, like brought it down from 5 marks.
I wasn't gonna give it a 5. I was gonna give it a 4.5.
A 4.
To me, it's like like it was to me my least favorite tracks were like Two Hard Mothers. Um, Probably I'm gonna break it down, and then of course to chapter 8.
Well, if you listen to like this album and the N.W.A albums, this is pure gangster rap. Like they're not making gangster rap like this no more.
Oh, and that's true.
And you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like this is like gangster rap, vintage gangster rap right here.
Yeah, classic West Coast gangster rap. None of
Yeah,
that DJ Mustard same LA's production type shit, you know.
Right, right.
yeah, but look at what also came out that time too. You had Schoolie D's Saturday Night,
Hmm.
the album. You had, of course, Ice T with the Power album and shit. Like I'm not gonna count Rhyme Pays because Rhyme Pays kind of had some filler towards it too. King T's Act a Fool. You know, who else? Ghetto Boys were just
Hmm.
coming out with a fucking grip it on the other level.
Right,
Like, yeah, they had the Making Trouble, but that's not the official classic Ghetto Boys lineup we were known for and shit.
right.
Hell, straight out of Compton. And then I hear this album, and like I said, it has its hard ass songs, like of course, um, Boys in the Hood, Nobody Move. I get that, but it's just like other songs kind of ruined it for me and shit. It was a bit too comedic, which again I get that's Easy style and his steez
Hmm.
and shit. But when I first heard it, I was like, give me some fuck the police, give me some gangster, dope man and shit. Like, what is this? We want Easy, like he just the thug from around the like. But I will listen to this over the 5150 EP, which I'm gonna say my thoughts on that.
Wow.
But yeah, before I go on break, I got another Ruthless album that y'all gonna love. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
All right.
Ronnie said, which Eazy-E song is underrated? Ooh, I was just listening to one right. The motherfucking real with MC Ren. And if you guys should know, Ren and Easy had a falling out around that time too.
Yeah,
and that was like the
he was
first time
on
that
it.
they got back in good graces and shit too.
Yeah, he was on his Nation of Islam vibes. You know, the brother MC
Yeah,
Ren was. Then Easy, he wanted to keep the momentum going. You know, they butted
that
heads though, but
yeah, and I heard that Rand didn't really like felt that the shock of the hour wasn't promoted right. From what I heard, and mind you, I think one of his friends died in the fire. I think his name DJ Train or whatever died in the fire at that time too. So,
Oh,
but I think he was mostly mad at Tamika, right? But I could be wrong because you know how Tamika is. That's all that
right.
stuff.
yeah, we know the devil that fucked up Ruthless Records and shit.
Yeah, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that because I listened to Above the Lost Time Will Reveal album from Tommy Boy Record. I'm just like, shit, the production was just. Mm.
Does Yonkers have a diverse sound? All of New York has a diverse sound.
Yeah,
Not just Yonkers. It's the whole all boroughs have the diverse sound. It
all them
wasn't
ethnicities up there, you definitely gonna have a diverse
yeah.
sound
It
when you
wasn't
fucking with
just boom bap. Some people into
different
boom
people.
bap or the tribe and De La or Jay Z or whoever. The mafioso rap. Yeah, it was a melting pot.
MC8, the better lyrics, Ron Running.
MC8.
Oh, at 8 all the way.
I need to get that Death Threats album from '96 though.
Same. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie, even when it comes to death threats, I liked it, but it took me a while for me to really appreciate.
Okay. That how it's supposed to be with certain albums and stuff. You gotta let that shit age like wine. You just don't want to partake in it now. Then 5 minutes later, niggas calling it a classic and shit. You know, motherfuckers don't let shit simmer these days. You know.
Yeah. And I
East
hate to
Coast hip.
say it, but okay.
My bad.
I might be in the minority, but I've always felt like We Come Strapped was like his only classic. I'm not even gonna lie, solo wise. What were you saying, Troy?
I was saying East Coast hip hop is all the cities on the East Coast. Boston has great hip hop. Jersey, Philly, not just New York.
Yeah.
That is that the outlook of people outside New York. That it's all about New York hip hop. East Coast hip hop is bigger than New York.
Yeah. It just can't always be about NYC. I mean, Philly. You know,
Yeah,
they got a stronghold too. They definitely
right.
paved the paved the way and laid down their own foundation. It just couldn't be about New York. Why you think Jay-Z got them dudes from New York, from Philly? You know, Benny Siegel. You know, Freeway.
Hmm.
You know, the Young Guns.
Yeah,
All those dudes
Yeah,
had something that the Jigga Man needed at that time. Cause you know, around the time, you know, you had Rough Riders out there. You still had Big Pun and their crew. You had Mob Deep. So the Jigga Man had to, you know, get some soldiers around him. You know.
right.
but you know what
Definitely.
always bothered me? Why is like Chicago? I mean, the Illinois and Ohio considered Midwest when it's close to the East. I don't know if it's just me though.
I always considered it the Midwest. You know. I never really seen nothing like East Coast about them. You know, I think the Midwest had their own style and own sound. They
Right.
didn't want to be like with the East Coast and shit. Cause you know a lot of Midwest artists definitely don't get the respect that the East Coast or West Coast counterparts are getting and stuff. Cause when you really look at it, like if you think of Midwest like MCs, you'll think of like Twister. Bone Thugs and Harmony, and there's still a whole lot of other people underground from the Midwest who definitely paved the way for like
Hmm.
Midwest hip hop. You just can't think about the South all the time, you know.
Right. I think it's considered like see how like for the NBA they put Atlanta and Miami in the Eastern Conference, but it's like Southeast. So that's basically what it is. It's like they're Southern, but they're like still on the Eastern Seaboard, so they're like Southeast to us. Virginia
Right.
included. Virginia is like considered the South to a lot of people. So but I don't. Missy was great. The Clips. They're like Southern artists, but they have like that East Coast flavor about them.
Yeah.
True. Give me one. I'm gonna get some tea right quick.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, I was on his live stream earlier.
Mm,
You know it's the end of the year, right? So
yes.
they was doing the top 10 coons of the year. And
Oh
you know
God.
they was telling like the list and shit. And I'm gonna tell y'all my list. Cause I was just going by the nominations they gave and shit. So I don't know, man. Some of these niggas were tripping with some of these orders and stuff of some of these clown ass, buck dancers and shit. So
Right.
I'm gonna just name some of them off. It's a list 1 through 10, but I'm gonna start 10 through 1. So I'm starting with Shang Tsung, Kamala Harris, the so-called Vice President of the United States of America.
Mm.
Jason Fatlock, aka Jason Whitlock from ESPN. He ain't seen a donut that he ain't never wanted to eat before. So
Who the hell is
I
Jason
put him
Whitlock? Who's that?
the fat dude from ESPN who be cooning all the time. It's not Stephen A. Smith, because his hairline ain't that fucked up in my opinion. Like if I show you a picture of Jason Whitlock, you'll probably know who
Okay.
he is.
All right.
My number 8 was Stephen A. Smith, aka Batman logo. His hairline is uncurable.
Wow.
No barbershop in the world can fix that shit. My number 7 was Kanye West. My number 6, you probably don't know this old Bama. He's a Trump supporter. His name
Oh,
is
right.
his name is Jesse Lee Peterson.
I've heard of him.
Number 5, that buck dancer coon Brandon Tatum. He's another Trump supporter, a big YouTuber. He's definitely be kissing the white man's ass all the time. If y'all know who Brandon Tatum is on YouTube, y'all just put some extra information in the comment section for try. My number 4 was Larry Elder. Some of these old dudes I didn't know. I would have put like Roland Martin up there or like Terry Crews as my
Mm.
honorable mention, or like Herschel Walker or something.
What he do?
But
Herschel Walker.
yes,
What he do?
Herschel Walker is not the nigga at the University of Georgia that he used to be. He is a straight up white supremacist in nigga clothing. Like,
Wow.
if you look at this dude's son, like he has more sugar in his tank than a Kool-Aid. So Herschel Walker, I do not respect you. The black community do not respect you. This is the same nigga this year
Mm.
that was given a paper by the white supremacists talking about why black people don't need reparations.
Wow.
You do not get my respect as a real righteous brother. And I hate that this nigga holds the SEC all-time rushing record. Before I die, I hope somebody break his record, because we
He
don't
was
need no
great,
coon ass
man.
nigga. That nigga was good for the
He was
University
great.
of Georgia. I'm gonna give you that. But his coon ways do not go away from this ass whooping I'm gonna give him. So
Wow.
Say
my
that.
number 3 was Tim Scott, aka Steven from Django. That's Joe Biden's head nigga in charge.
Mm.
My number 2 is the top bed wench of all time, Candace Owens. Candace Owens is definitely top 5 bed wench of all time. And my number 1, you probably this man has been alive longer than anybody on this panel has. He is a triple OG coon. You probably know who he is. It is my number 1 was Jim Clyburn.
Oh, wow.
He's the number 1 coon of the year, Jim Clyburn.
Wow. That's deep.
Yeah, I had some honorable mentions though, but
Mm.
I had my honorable mentions like Hassan Campbell, um, Carcino for Life, fucking Terry Crews. Like it's so many to choose from. It's like Pokemon. You just can't capture all the coons, So
Somebody said Sean Hannity, Bill O'Reilly.
yeah, he's white though. We ain't talking about the white supremacists. We talking about the buck dancers. So you know, it's so many to choose from. But that was my top 10.
Right.
Motherfuckers were getting mad at me. I was like, it was like you put Jim Clyburn over Candace Owens. I'm like, we know what she gonna do. Like Jim Clyburn, he's been around since slavery times, so his cooning level is legendary. So if you see some of his interviews of him just kissing Joe Biden's ass for no reason, Like it's just despicable, man. And you would expect a motherfucker that's old as mothballs in a retirement home of all the shit that black people have been through throughout the generations and generations and generations, that an old motherfucker like that would know what to do as an
Right.
OG and to show the young kids the way of actually defending their people. But you know, some of these niggas are like a crabs in a barrel. They'll do anything to get old.
Crazy. Do Spanish streets have a sound like Latin American freestyle salsa music? I don't understand that question. Do Spanish streets?
What is
What does
that?
that mean?
I know what Latin freestyle is.
What does that mean, Moonflower? What do you mean? What state do you think has the best hip hop sound?
It's kind of hard. It's a mixture of different things from like different regions. I just can't
I
pick
don't
like one place, you know.
I don't get into all that regional talk, man. All regions have great music.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have put Charleston White on there as an honorable mention, you know, for Coon of the Year though, but ain't nobody gonna beat Jim Clyburn. You know, Charleston White, he's looking for an ass whooping in a couple of like months and stuff. The way he be talking about the dead and stuff, you know. You know what he remind me of? He like a mixture of a Chihuahua and Cat Williams in the face. Like I get like Cat Williams vibes from him.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Better lyricist by region, another regional question. East Coast or South?
I swear to God, what is up with these people?
I don't get it. Hip hop heads are too focused on region. I don't understand.
I'm not focused on this shit. As much vinyls and CDs I got, you think if
Right.
I was collecting music, I'd just buy all Southern artists' music? Like that's just crazy.
Yes, I know what salsa music is, Moonflower. I'm asking you what your question. I don't understand though.
He once was a thug from around the way.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. That's what Eazy-E, man. Man, Charleston White would diss his own mama to stay relevant, you know, let alone diss dead people, you know.
I still don't understand how the motherfucker is famous.
Yeah, we in strange times now. Oh, yo, vinyl kicks. Tim Scott was my number 3. Yeah, I remember that Ronnie. Naughty by Nature did produce Only If You Want It from the 5150 EP. He was straight up sounding like Tretch on that song. I'm like, this is a Tretch song. He's definitely wrote that.
Yeah, yeah, Ronnie. He was trying to have. I think Tretch wrote a lot of the songs on that album on the EP.
Yeah, you could tell by the way he was rapping. Can I get an eye open up? Get it open up so much dust.
I'm
Hold
like,
your horse. Hold your horses here where the source is. I'm really taller than them. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga
I'm
talking
like,
about?
nah. And you're coming from somebody that's a Naughty by Nature fan.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They
that did
should have
not fit.
left that in the vault.
Now,
I like the
now,
music. I like the music. I like the music video though, but you know, it was alright. I just wasn't expecting that from Eazy.
now, Neighborhood Sniper.
Woo!
That's probably one of my favorite Eazy songs.
Shot the shit out of Rodney King. Rodney King, you ain't shit. Can we all just get along? Then next thing you know, he starts shooting them. Boom, 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 boom. Ah! Latin freestyle is 80s electro hip hop music.
Okay. Is that what
I don't
are
know.
you asking us or are you telling me? I already know this. Like I don't understand. What's your opinion on K Slay? K Slay is good. He's a great DJ. I have like 2 of his albums.
They need to put him back on the radio station. Fuck Master Flex. Damn, we need some variety or something.
Right.
Nigga been out there for 45 years and still ain't on a piece of the radio station or nothing. Like, it's just crazy.
Makes you feel like, hey, this is worth me putting my time and energy. It's worth
Wait,
me
what?
opening up my heart.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Moonflower, what is you talking about?
Okay, so
I don't know
I
what
read
you're
that
talking
shit
about,
too.
dude.
Okay, all right.
Is your girl or a boy asking us that? I just want to know.
I don't know what is wrong with these people out here, yo.
Q said, "What is the worst?" Okay, a good question. What is the worst Naughty by Nature album? The one from 2002, the Icons album.
Yes, bad. And the one after that. The one after that.
Anthem Inc.
You like that one?
It had some joints, but I wouldn't call it. I would listen to that over 1993. No, not the one from 99. I would listen to that over that one.
Oh, 1999 was good though. That's a good album. I mean, it's not classic. It has some joints on it though.
It was alright.
The closest thing I got to their discography is Poverty's Paradise. I think I got the other albums in my collection too. I had to go and look.
No, I haven't listened to K Slay's recent stuff. I know he's put out some stuff though.
Sometimes I go back and forth on which is my favorite Naughty by Nature because as much as I love Poverty's Paradise, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little played out from that album. Because
really,
no, not because I used to bump it a lot because that was my first Naughty album before.
Moonflower.
Actually, I only have 2 Naughty albums.
Moonflower, you didn't answer my question. I'm day/them. What does that mean? You either a man or a woman?
No, wait, hold up. Do I have? Yeah. And I used to bump that a lot. But then in recent years, that 1993 has been growing on me. And even the self-titled, I even fuck with and shit too. So, what did you think of the very? You said what?
What's your favorite Naughty album though?
It's either 1993 or Poverty. It depends on the day.
You don't like it though. Okay, well without
no, I never said. Minus Poverty. Oh, the self-titled.
Yes. Self-titled one, okay.
Yeah, but only the reissue with Uptown Anthem and shit.
I don't know why the fuck they didn't put that on the original. That ain't on the OG copy?
Nah. That's on the Juice soundtrack.
It was originally on the Juice soundtrack, but they got so popular, they did a whole Cooley High Harmony for it. They reissued it and slapped it on there and stuff. Act like we didn't notice that shit. But
right.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's the 2 K Slay albums I have. The Street Sweeper, Volume 1, and it was another joint he did. I think there was one he did with DJ Screw or something like that.
I was gonna ask, what did you think of Naughty by Nature's very first album when they were under the New Style?
That one I never heard. I never heard the New Style joint.
That was
it good?
That was pretty solid. It was solid.
Solid.
Like if you like that Flavor Unit mixed with Native Tongues, it's that kind of shit.
Why am I looking up Kanye West?
Hey, I need y'all opinion on something. I was trying to get this Beastie Boys album. Which one should I get? Paul's Boutique or License to Ill?
If you go ahead.
I'm more Licensed to Ill, but I know Reg loves Paul's Boutique. So
I was gonna say if you want an introduction to this style, I will get Paul's Boutique. But if you like a hip hop head, I will get Licensed to Ill just for the importance.
Paul's Boutique is overrated to me. That is not the best.
Okay.
That is not the best Beastie Boys album.
Okay,
okay,
so I can dislike the clips.
No,
but you
I'm not saying.
Hey, hold up now.
I'm saying,
Don't bring the
but
clips in this now.
in general, like when you look at a documentary, you have people saying that in the documentary as it's not their best album ever. Okay, I thought Hello
Oh, Reg,
Nasty.
come on, man.
What?
Why you what the fuck you just said in this chat, man?
No, just keep that between y'all. Just keep that between y'all.
Okay, yeah, it's good.
I thought
yeah.
Hello Nasty to me is great and Ill Communication and
Yeah, I was just thinking about that one too.
Check Your Head. I think they have many other classics besides Paul.
Yeah.
I always say Paul's Boutique. I'm like, I never heard this much for that album.
I like. I like To the Five Boroughs from 2004. You don't hear a lot of people talking about that.
Yes, that was a good album too.
See, when it comes to my top two favorites, I would have to go with Paul's Boutique and Check Your Head. But I'm more a Check Your Head nigga because I would take Check Your Head over Paul's Boutique any day.
I would too.
Definitely. But for a producer, for hip hop people like sampling, I'm gonna go with Paul's Boutique.
Right.
But if I like it, like
they do got all the samples on there.
Yeah, there's some good samples on there.
For live instrumentation and just for a funky jam, I'm gonna go with Check Your Head. It has more of a boom bap, like it's like Sly and the Family Stone meets Gangstar. That's the best way to put it.
Dope album, definitely.
Oh, we got that on vinyl and shit. Oh shit.
Yes, I have the CD.
Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, and Staten. Turn better me to the top of Manhattan. Asian, Middle Eastern, and Latin, Black, White, New York. We make it happen. They was killing that shit, boy. Yo, whoever don't like the Beastie Boys, y'all can kiss my ass. Rock and Roll Hall of Famers right there, man.
I saw a dope question. What is the worst Run DMC album? Oh, Crown Royal.
Yes, definitely.
Never heard it before. Y'all saved me the trouble.
Not good.
It's pretty much a Run solo album. See, it's crazy because it's like Back from Hell. They just had like after To Get Tougher Than Leather. It's like a steep decline with each album.
Yep.
Back from Hell grew on me. It's okay, but Down with the King, overrated. Trash. I only like 2 songs. Trash. Oh yeah, that and this is the other one. Shit. Damn, I have to see. That's how much I hate the album because I have to look up. The shit. Hold up. But Crown Royal was just nigga. Yeah. Y'all should just left that unreleased.
Damn.
Hell, I don't even like King of Rock from '85. I'm gonna be real.
No, King of Rock is way better than Crown Royal.
Yeah, I take that over Crown Royal any day.
It's way better, but it's trash compared to the self-titled and Raising Hell.
It is. You're comparing King of Rock to Crown Royal?
I'm not. I'm just saying.
King of Rock. It is nothing higher.
I mean,
sucker MCs called me Sire.
You talk too much, but they had that trashy ass roots rap reggae shit. Oh god!
They did a reggae joint on Down with the King that was bad.
My point exactly. They should just stay away from fucking reggae. My point exactly.
Should left that shit up to the Fat Boys or something.
Yeah, it was one with Matt Cobra. That one was also one I liked. What's next? But
no,
and that's my issue.
No. I don't like that. You like that one? What? Hold up. You love the song? What? The Matt Cobra joint? You love that song?
I don't love it. I like it.
That was bad. I like it. They're rhyming over the Flex beat. No, that was terrible. That don't even sound like a Jermaine.
I love Flex. I love that song.
When you first heard that track, who did you think produced that track? Because that don't even sound like a Jermaine P beat.
KRS-One.
I don't like that. That is one of the worst songs on that album.
Either KRS-One or Kenny Parker. Excuse me.
No, not they picked like they were trying to be Onyx on that album. They were trying to be Onyx on that.
Everybody in their mama was trying to be hardcore back in the early 90s and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that's my main issue when it comes to Run DMC. It's like they always had an identity crisis. It's like y'all. It's like once like the '87 crowd came about, it's like y'all trying so hard to fit into all these trends and shit like that. Mm-hmm. At least with like Tougher Than Leather, they openly admitted they were influenced by Kane and Rakim, but they still did that. They were rhyming on that one, like legitimately on some lyrical shit. But compare that to Down with the King. I'm a murderer, man. Like, come on, man. It was
See that down with the king. That's them. That was their style. But when you hear, "Ooh, what you're gonna do," and that Mad Cobra shit, I'm like, nah, that's not them. They were trying to be what Onyx was. Same thing with the youngsters.
Death
They
Row
shaved their
Syndrome.
heads, started rocking the Tims and the Carhartt. They was trying to be like
Death Row
Onyx.
Central.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like y'all talk about the bad boy syndrome. That is a perfect example of Death Row Syndrome when everyone was trying to
mhm,
be either gangster, hardcore,
right,
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
Um.
Everybody wanted to be Death Row, but didn't want to be on Death Row. You get my drift?
Right.
right.
Well, technically, I think Run DMC was supposed to have been on Death Row East, if I'm
Hell
not
no,
mistaken.
no. That
Yeah.
wouldn't have worked out. That wouldn't have worked out. They're just like Rakim trying to be on Aftermath. It didn't work out.
Right.
Like, and that's why when people also I say I like Beastie Boys discography over Run DMC's and shit. You know.
Yeah, I ain't mad with that.
How do you feel about the Beastie Boys' last album? Shit, I heard that a long time ago, man. It wasn't.
The
It
one from
That,
wasn't.
2011.
that was solid.
Yeah,
You
I
liked
like
it?
that one
Hot
too.
Sauce Committee?
I'm gonna stay up for like
No,
till
no,
1 o'clock.
no. That was just Chris Cross trying to be hardcore. It's. I don't think he was biting Death Row.
Oh yes, yes.
No,
Death Row Syndrome Exhibit
no, it
A.
is not.
Yes, yes, yes. How y'all go from warming up, Chris? I'm about to,
I'm
and
a,
then y'all.
do you not remember It's a Shame? Remember that song It's a Shame? You remember the video? They were rocking the Dickies and all that. They had a West Coast bounce to it as well.
Okay,
So they were. So
okay,
you're gonna mean to
okay,
tell me? So Mo was biting Death Row from
okay.
'92 too?
Let me be clear. When that album came out in '92, you guys got to remember the Chronic came out in late '92.
Mm-hmm.
It blew up in '93.
Mm-hmm.
Compare that album totally crossed out from '92 to the Bomb in '93. Huge fucking difference.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
because you said what?
There's a. I remember you said you felt like even with the Escape First album, he was trying to be like the Chronic. I don't see the comparison.
Well, see, I didn't see. Like I said, Jermaine Dupri, you can tell in his earlier works, he had that Death Row influence
Mm,
and whatnot too. With the Escape album, I can let that slide because for one, that's like their debut album and whatnot. But with the Crisscross album, I'm gonna give that shit all the smoke and stuff like that. I'm gonna give that. Y'all gonna need fire extinguishers after I flame that fucking shit.
wow, wow.
He said you're
Another
gonna
That
need fire
another perfect
extinguishers.
another example, and this is a
mhm,
Death Row Syndrome done right.
mhm.
Leaders of the New School second album, Time
What?
album.
That don't
Let, let
that don't
me let
sound
let
okay.
me explain. Let me pretty much like I said, it was a good album, but their first album they had a more like a mixture between like native tongues, but it still had their own flavor towards it. But with that album, they had like a more hardcore edge. Even the critics did not like that. I personally feel that's their best album. They had that shit like What's Next.
Mm,
I think Spontaneous MCs and shit with that whole fucking posse
right,
cut. I mean,
right.
that was my fucking shit. 14 shots to the dome at LL.
Mhm.
Let's get
Yeah,
real.
but I
Because
don't I
K
don't
Def,
feel like it was a huge difference for LL. I mean,
it wasn't.
he has street joints, you know what I'm saying? So but
Yeah.
Chris Cross, yes, because they were trying to be hardcore with that album. The UMC's they second album, same thing with
Oh,
them.
yeah. I never even heard that second, but I heard stuff
Yeah,
about that shit too.
you
So,
know what I'm saying. So yeah, they were following. It was a trendy sound at that time. It was, you know, they were
ooh,
following trends.
PMD's first album, Shape Business, '94.
Yeah, but that was him. He was like the samples.
Mm,
That's EPMD.
okay,
Remember,
technically,
Eric Sherman was supposed to do an album with Dr. Dre, and it never happened.
yeah, but see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, and this is where I come. I always say EPMD were like the Godfathers when it comes to G Funk, but with the PMD Shape Business compared to the No Pressure album, No Pressure. felt like a continuation to Business Never Personal, if you ask
Right.
me.
Right.
But
I agree.
Shape Business had like a lot of like the synths, the familiar West Coast sample. Like, of course, it used the Ohio Players Funky Worm.
Mhm.
That's why I prefer the Business is Business from '96 because
Right.
it felt more him compared
Right.
to Shape Business.
That's is that why he like switched producers and had Aguilar on that one?
Yeah. Well,
What
see,
about Young Rich and Dangerous? What about that one now?
to me, that's their best album.
Now, as far as it's the sound, what sound did you feel like they had on that one?
Oh, that was a traditional. That was when Jermaine Dupri really found his synth. Like I felt like he found his like niche in '95, maybe '94 with Functified and shit
Mhm.
like that. So I was cool with the
So,
production
so
of that.
you don't feel like because I've always felt like that sounded like the bomb. You didn't feel like that was a when you hear Tonight's the Night or those was it Living Die for Hip Hop?
It had elements, but see, it was a more polished compared to the bomb.
Mm,
If if you ask me,
right.
because even with the album cover, like with them all white and stuff, it was a weird mixture. It had its G Funk elements from the bomb, the
Mm,
Jermaine Dupri elements, but then you also had little touches of the Bad Boy elements too
right.
on certain songs. But like I said, I'm not the biggest Crisscross fan though, but
Mm,
I
I
that
can
album
tell.
has some yeah, that album has some heat.
I gotta get that over again.
Yeah, same.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
this
your CD should be coming next week, Trey.
Thanks. Appreciate it. I got a what you said he said he wanted Man on the Moon.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that tonight.
yeah.
So how many Man on the Moons you have? You have it on vinyl already or no?
I got
Because
a
I'm
I got a
confused. Huh?
now I got Man on the Moon 1 and 2 on vinyl. I don't
Oh,
got
you want
Man
it
on
on
the Moon
CD?
3.
Oh, you want it on
Yeah,
CD?
yeah.
Oh, okay. But you don't want part 3.
Nah, hell no.
Shit
Okay.
trash.
Would you consider Michael Jackson a Man in the Mirror political song? Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah,
The video was
definitely.
political too.
I don't know that song about Cannabis Moonflower. And you ain't answered my question yet, so
Oh, that's a whack cannabis album.
I never heard it.
oh
Never heard
okay.
it.
I said I listened to his first album.
Who's Ned?
Yeah, I don't
Ned
know.
album was a
Yeah,
hit list or Dustin?
I, I don't know who. Only Ned I know is Ned Flanders, yo.
I ain't know Ned
Uh,
Flanders made hip hop music.
okay,
If
what do you
that's the
think
Ned
about
we talking about.
the Brat first album? Was that a G Funk album?
Okay, okay. I felt like production wise, it wasn't G Funk. It had elements, but I felt like the Brat style was influenced by Snoop on that album.
True.
So I can see why people call it a G Funk album and shit.
I thought it was. You know.
Well, like I said, Jermaine Dupri was still on that Death Row
hmm
Steez around that time too. So to each his
Jermaine
own.
Dupri album? Nah, Jermaine Dupri album wasn't G Funk. That
You
was
talking
regular
about
Jermaine.
Life in 1472?
hmm
How the
That
fuck
was
you gonna
regular
have Life
Jermaine.
in 1472 when you weren't even born yet? Nigga? Fuck out my face.
I don't know why you picked that title. Yo.
What you say?
Trying to be too different.
I
Yo.
mean, to me, that's his best album, but it's not a
That's his best
classic.
album. Right.
It's not a classic to me. Because even if that's his best, it still has to whack shit though. Like
No, there's no whack shit on there. What are you talking about?
I'm,
What's the
I'm,
whack? What's
I'm
whack on there?
money ain't a thing. I didn't care for that shit.
You don't like
What?
that?
It was okay. I didn't care for
What?
money anything.
Money
Like
with Jay-Z? You thought that
no
was
money
whack?
anything was too short. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. Come on.
Nigga told
Yeah, man. Like
Yo, Rich has like the hot takes like for the year, the end of this year, man.
like I didn't
First,
I
first
didn't
you
care
say,
for
the clips have lunchroom beats on the first album, and then you say
never
Money and Thing is whack.
never had
Wow.
no
I mean
cafeteria
I
sixth grader beats.
I mean it's okay, but it's not like one of the go-to Jay-Z tracks I would listen to from that era. You know what I'm saying?
It's Jermaine Dupri's track. That's why it was on his album first.
Well, yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it's a producer album, so Jay Z, Jermaine, like y'all know how I feel about that little Muppet. Like,
Yo,
Does
you
Chicago have a hip hop sound to it?
What the fuck is this?
would you consider? Yes. Going back to Cali is a G Funk type of
Now,
track, but Easy Mo B produced that, so
yeah, and he made a damn good G Funk track.
is Big Papa a G Funk track?
No, it's not a G Funk track.
Depends. You gotta ask the G's.
The reason why I call it because it's the reason why I say that is because of the fact that they just slapped the synthesizer there, and they
Yeah.
with compared to going back to Cali, that had the West Coast bounce to it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it had that West
Yeah,
Coast
but
flavor to it.
thank you for clearing that up, Boy, because I never knew that, and he never talked about it.
14.
Oh, 1972.
Oh,
That
I'm
makes
slow
sense.
as fuck. Okay.
Damn,
We
niggas
didn't
learn
know that.
something every day.
We didn't know that back then when that came out.
Wow, I thought this nigga was talking about Christopher Columbus and shit. Like,
Fuck that old dead motherfucker.
oh shit.
Why? What is that? Why did he pick that year? That's what I was thinking too.
Why he
Q,
ain't
we
just
just
put
asked this
19?
fucking question.
Why he ain't just put 1972?
Exactly. Life in 1972. Exactly.
Because
Made more
niggas
sense.
always want to be fucking different.
Trying to be on some Janet Jackson 1814 type shit. He wasn't
Right.
even in that ass yet.
Do you have the explanation for the second album? He called instructions. What does that mean? Instructions to what?
Instructions how to make a whack album.
No, that was
Moonflower,
the.
what is you talking about? Who the fuck is Black Cat?
I don't know what the hell that is.
Is that a porn
Yeah,
star?
I'm gonna be real right now. I'm so fucked up.
No.
I'm not even. If I see a comment that don't make sense, I'm not even acknowledging that shit.
I don't acknowledge a lot of the shit I see on here. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
I do that.
already getting fucked up, and it's not even 7 p.m. New Year's. It's all fuck. You know, I got another hot take for y'all motherfuckers.
Oh
And shit,
boy.
man. I got another hot take. And shit. Y'all not gonna love me for this one.
Oh man.
Y'all not gonna...
Just don't say just to say. Like if you mean it, then say it.
Yeah. I want to mean it. I want to mean it.
What's your opinion on Devin the Dude? Dope artist.
I love Devin.
Spider-Man girlfriend? I don't know who the hell Black Cat is.
Anyway,
I thought
I feel
Spider-Man
like
girlfriend was Spider Gwen.
I thought he was talking about Doja Cat. I was like, what the fuck is? What?
I feel like Snoop's paid the cost to be the boss is way better than fucking the game to be sold.
That's not a hot take though. I mean, people have it's Snoop discography. Some people love shit that we like. Some people hate shit. You know,
Okay,
so
I got another one. I feel like Electric Circus is better than Like Water for Chocolate.
no, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
Where?
Yes,
What
it
I have
song?
is.
What
Yes.
song on that album is better than any song
I
on
have
Water
to
for Chocolate?
listen to both of those albums to
Jimmy
give my
was a
opinion.
rock star.
No.
What?
What song on Electric Circus is beating Nag Champa or
Jimmy,
beating
which one?
Nag Champa? You don't remember that one? You don't
I gotta
remember that one?
re-listen to that one. But fucking Soul Power.
No, that album is not beating like Water for Chocolate.
Yes, it
The
is. I mean, I
production, the
love
song
Like
is
Water.
better.
Hell, I think One Day Will Make Sense is better than Resurrection.
That's debatable. To me, he has 4 classics, so I don't
Do you
feel like
think?
Electric Circus is a classic at all.
Do you think Speed and Bullet to Heaven is the
No,
best album of all time?
hell no.
I never heard of it.
That's his worst album. Kid Cudi, that's his worst album.
Oh shit.
Hell no. He don't even like that album. He talked about that in the documentary. He didn't like that album.
Why
I
the
feel like
fuck you
Lupe
put it out?
Fiasco's
Why he put
overrated.
it out exactly?
I feel like Lupe Fiasco's overrated.
I do agree with that. I think he's a good lyricist. I think his album's overrated though.
I feel like people call him like the Black Jesus and shit.
I don't call him that.
That nigga black as us. That nigga ain't no damn Jesus.
Under Construction 2, that was trash. Did not like that.
Never
Oh.
heard of it.
You didn't hear that one?
Oh, I thought you meant the Missy Elliott. I was like, hold up.
The sequel. They made the sequel. I didn't like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you
Q,
meant.
stop answering the same fucking question. This your third time answering
Bro,
the same
I'm
question.
not acknowledging y'all motherfuckers if y'all ask me.
Y'all niggas be having fucking Alzheimer's. Like, chill out, damn. Fucking
Okay.
Stillmatic is better than Illmatic.
Let's
Is
let's
that a
let's
hot
talk
take,
about.
son?
No.
I
I
want to
like
talk about one.
Stillmatic though.
I want to talk about one more syndrome you didn't have a chance to talk about.
What's that?
The the walking with the panther syndrome,
What is that exactly?
where hip hop artists wanted to make love songs or go experimental, like MC Light's third
When in
album, Act
love,
Like You Know.
when in love.
I'm in love. Fucking Craig G's The Kingpin,
Never heard of it.
Big Daddy Kane's Taste of Chocolate.
Ill.
Those albums wasn't good.
Just off the album cover, like what the fuck?
I like the Light album though, but Taste of Chocolate wasn't great. It was written over Illmatic. That's not a hot take. I've heard people say that already.
It depends on how I'm feeling every day. I go back and forth. It's like a ping pong match. You're gonna go back and forth.
Cider Prince is underrated. He is underrated. That is. I agree with that.
Y'all
What if
motherfuckers do not. Y'all
what if
motherfuckers
what
do
if
not listen.
what if Michael made a political? He's dead. So how could he make a political album?
Michael did make a political album. It was
What
fucking
was it?
dangerous.
That was a political album.
Yeah, it was a political album to me. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. If you really listen to the lyrics on that fucking record,
Well,
yeah,
I
he was talking
mean,
about race relations, all that shit.
well, yeah, he did that all the time though. Black or White was a political song.
It's black.
You
It's
know,
white.
Mm.
yeah.
Howard said,
Me
oh,
boy,
go.
did you just like look that up or something?
And they get shit from Wikipedia and shit. I don't blame you.
Howard said Grandmaster Caz or Melly Mel. Ooh, that's a good question.
Melly Mel,
Oh shit. Yeah,
Melly
Melly
Mel.
Mel. Beat Street, the king of the beat. You see me rocking that
I'm
beat
gonna go with
from across the
Caz.
street. Beat Street breakdown. Raw.
Before there
That's
was
my
Jay
shit,
Z,
boy.
there was Grandmaster Caz.
Yeah, before this nigga start acting like an off-brand yardie from a GTA 3 game and shit.
Favorite Atlantic Star song? Oh, Send to Me.
Secret Lovers.
Hate that song.
You don't like? Of course you would. You don't like it.
That was part of the fucking Barber era, which I never liked the Barber era of
You know.
Atlantic Star. They were too schmaltzy, too romantic. Like it was like Chicago. It was like when Chicago did all them love songs.
Mhm.
I can't stand Always. I used to love Always,
I
but it
love that song
got so fucking overplayed. And
because it was a hit.
spoiler alert, that's gonna be review on February.
Universal Mind Control is the worst. That's not the worst album.
It's not the worst
He
one.
have worse than that. He has worse than that.
Like what?
Shit. Have you heard Nobody Smiling? That was bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anything that he's dropping now.
Girl, you are for me all that a woman should.
That
What
was
the
a big
fuck?
hit. That was a big hit for them.
And we both know. Now
Even you like it.
compare
Even you
that
like
to
it.
Send to Me. Am
That
I
was good.
dreaming?
That was good.
Like back when the fucking Sharon era, it had like a street R&B feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like street corner R&B. You know what I'm saying? When they had fucking all them female singers and they got all romantic. Shut the fuck up.
Yeezy's this garbage juice, Moonflower. Don't you ever bring that fucking album up again. There's dumpster juice on
Yeah,
a stick, sir.
I love Yeezus because it was a different type of album, but
Hell
a
no.
lot of people hate it.
Trash.
I don't like anything after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
So you didn't like Black Skinhead, you didn't like Blood on the Leaves,
I
Bound to,
actually
you
like
didn't
Black
like that?
Skin.
That was from Yeezus.
I know.
New
I
was
don't
it
like
new slaves, new God slaves or some shit?
trash.
You didn't like it? I thought it
Nah.
was fire. I like Yeezus.
I'd rather listen to 808s and Heartbreaks, and I thought that should have been a fucking
when,
EP.
when I get Yeezus, I'm gonna come out of retirement and do an album review on that. Just to do it because I see nobody talking about Yeezus.
That's a good thing.
You know what
Send
I
for
mean?
me, yeah.
Satellite Flight, that was an underrated album. I love Indica. A lot of his fans don't care for Indica, but I thought the production on there was dope. Kid Cudi, I'm talking about.
I need this
Pablo,
fucking.
I like the bottom half of Pablo. Like when you get to songs like Wolves and Fuck My Life, I like the bottom half. The top part I didn't care for, but I
I
think they're
need
the
this.
best songs at the bottom.
I need this fucking ASAP Rocky album. This Live Love ASAP.
Doctor Descent Fantasy, that was his last classic album.
Yeah,
So
them pills
somebody
and that lean just got us slipping now. You know,
somebody asked,
It's a
"What's the worst Master
it's a
P album?"
flawed classic.
It's a flawed
You said
classic.
what?
What's that? Dark Twisted is a flawed classic.
Yeah.
How?
To me, it has like 3 songs I didn't care for. Like the last couple of tracks, kind of tail. It got too artsy and shit.
to us.
Like they were doing too much for that.
What's the worst Master P album? Somebody asked.
Game face.
Anything after, yeah.
He should have stopped at the last done.
That
You know,
that album cover was trash.
He should have never came back from retirement. He should just
yeah.
stuck to just running no limit. Maybe want to be bankrupt and shit. But I want to
Favorite
keep my
Millie
mouth shut.
Jackson album.
Caught up.
I'd rather listen
All
to the
right.
Testing album than fucking Kanye West Yeezy's album.
I don't know. I don't know about all that though. But okay. Testing was just crap. I'm gonna answer like 5 more people and shit before I go.
Right?
Political Marvin or sexual Marvin? Ooh,
Political.
Can we get a mixture of both of them?
right. Because I can't even I can't even answer that question because Marvin
Yeah.
was just Marvin. Give me hell. Give me fucking vulnerable Marvin and shit. Like, hear my dear. I want you, Marvin.
No. I
What?
didn't like that album. Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying.
Oh,
I didn't
I
like
was
that.
about to say
It's
Who
Kid
made
Cudi.
that?
Kid Cudi.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
trash.
Okay.
I thought you said hear my deal was trash. I was about to reach about this fridge. I'm about to pull an Eazy-E on you and shit.
He
But
said
even the
like some
album,
Transformer shit.
even the album cover to hear my dear. Have y'all ever seen that album cover and shit?
Feldman. I
Nah,
don't.
I ain't never seen it.
Corey Feldman does fucking music. No, I'm good on that.
Trash.
He's talking like Reg isn't here. Like, can you get Reg to review it? Yeah, I'm gonna put a gun to
Uh,
Reg's head and like, yeah, you better review this.
You gonna
I
run
will,
that cheese?
if somebody give me 10 G's, I'll review it.
I'm not reviewing it for no money. Yeah, Corey Feldman, shit, he was barely a good actor.
Who?
Corey Feldman from the Lost Boys.
Oh, I guess.
You want Ryan Leslie to come back? Yeah, Ryan Leslie was dope.
Trash.
You didn't like Ryan Leslie?
No, I didn't care for all
Never heard of him.
I
Damn.
listened to Nellyville over his discography.
What?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Oh my god. Nelly over Ryan Leslie? No.
Yes, sir.
No. Ryan Leslie did some dope R&B back in the 2010s.
Well, he can stand the 2010s
I
then.
mean, he did R&B, but he didn't do R&B, if you know what I mean.
Well, he wasn't a great singer. He
He
his
didn't do
production was
R&B.
great.
He did R&B rapping bullshit like the
He was
RZA said.
he
Right,
was a good
right.
producer.
Yeah, like what did De La Soul stay in Afro High, rhythm and bullshit.
Oh,
That's what he
stop it.
did. What? Well, I can't
You
reference De La Soul is dead tonight. Like,
you're referencing De La Soul to Ryan Leslie?
yeah.
Oh
And
man.
I'm mad. It's fucking the last day of 2021, and that music is not on streaming and shit. Even though I got most of the albums and shit.
So then why you want on
But
streaming? You just play the physical.
yeah, but at the same time, they're trying to overprice the physicals now and shit. That's the bullshit of it all. I'm not trying to pay
Cocaine
no
prices and
$56
shit.
for AOI. and shit.
God damn.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm satisfied with what I got because I got the classics and shit. But I'm tired. I mean, I like the grind date, but come on, man. Like shit. I mean, niggas act like that's the only album from them now and shit. I'm like, come on, man. Like it's 2021, man. Come on, shit. Like
Hey, if you have it on physical, the hell with streaming, just play it.
Yeah.
I know.
You know.
I know. And I play my physical. Sometimes I like to treat my physicals like wine. Sometimes and shit. You know. I
Don't
like
knock
to
my
just play
nonsense.
the. Oh, Power. Today's a bad day for you because I hate music social too.
Oh my god. What?
I told y'all I
What's
hate.
up?
I don't like music.
Music
I
Soul
told y'all.
Child is one of the best neo soul singers of the last 20 years. What are you talking about?
If he's one of the best
He has.
neo soul singers, then I can understand why neo soul kind of went down in recent years.
Oh man.
Like I can understand now because wow, I mean, I like Bilal and Anthony Hamilton and shit too, and
So
Flo
so
and
I
shit.
I say I'm gonna be doing a lot of album reviews by myself next year.
I mean, like I said, I can jump. I'm gonna give my honest opinion, like you gave your honest opinion to Country Grammar and
No.
Nellyville and shit.
Oh God,
Do
Jesus
not give your
Christ.
honest opinion on Music Soul Child. You're gonna fuck up the whole review.
No, I mean I like certain
You
songs,
like song, but you don't like
but
his albums. I'm talking about his albums though.
I mean I'll give my honest opinion because, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of Souls of Mischief, but I gave my honest opinion on No Man's Land and shit.
I thought
So
you liked that. I thought you liked them though.
I tolerate them. I'm not the biggest fan.
What's
I
that
tolerate
mean?
them.
You tolerate them?
I was like two politicians
No,
going back and forth.
I
you
respect
can
them more than I
tolerate.
like them.
No, you can tolerate a leaky faucet, Reg. Tolerating a rap group. I'll
Actually,
let you listen
no,
to them.
no,
Yeah.
I can't tolerate that because I can't sleep with a leaky faucet. That shit.
Oh my god.
Either I have to play some music or I'm gonna have to put some toilet paper on that shit to make that shit stop. I
Damn.
don't give a fuck. Now that's one thing I
Oh
can
my
never
god.
tolerate.
I
Who the
think
fuck is
I'm
Young
gonna.
Lean?
Oh, Young Lean, you made that song, ain't I?
Oh, okay.
They all garbage, man. Like
B.O.B. What is the fascination with B.O.B. on here? I don't
that,
understand. This man has
I
one
don't
good album.
understand. Like
He
he's
has
a
one
Steve
good
Urkel of
album.
hip hop. He's a Steve Urkel of hip hop and shit.
No, he is not.
Oh, Power. I like Neo. I like Neo though. See,
I
I
don't
like
think
one.
B.O.B. no Steve Urkel ass nigga, in my opinion. I wish he had a better discography though. You know, I still gotta
You
listen
keep
to his
telling
first album though.
If I review B.O.B.'s first album right now, I better see everybody in here that like B.O.B. to comment on that album review. Because I've never seen nobody talk about B.O.B. this much.
Yeah.
For one good album. That's all he had.
Niggas want to talk about the 38th
Okay.
NBA Youngboy album and
One
shit.
good album. Okay.
where
I have the second
where.
one. The second one was not good. It was bad. One good album he had.
I'm still trying to find
One
this
good
one
album.
good album.
The one good album came out in 2010. The Adventures of Bobby Ray. That was a good album. But that's the only good album he has.
Hobson is trash.
No, I'm not reviewing Hobson. I don't fuck with him. So why would I
I never
review him?
looked at him like that, you know, so I stick to my ICP and twist it, you know.
Definitely. Music got better albums than Neo. I agree.
See,
Hell
with
yeah, Anderson
ICP,
Paak, that nigga.
I'm not even the biggest ICP fan, but I respect their legacy more because they've always been themselves.
Okay.
In my opinion, I really think they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for what they did as an independent
What?
label and them being, you know, themselves. They really paved the way for a lot of underground music, and for them to be like a not on a label and still have a worldwide audience, they really made an impact for like the Wicked shit and stuff.
That's why I respect them and shit.
Zone Out. Zone Out was bad. That was a terrible song from Godson. Trash. That's what I think about it.
Well, that's your
Favorite
opinion, Ronnie.
Genuine album,
The
100%
first
Genuine.
one,
That's my favorite one. First one was
Genuine
good
the
too.
Bachelor.
Yes, that was good.
To this day, I'm still never tired of listening to Pony.
Oh
And
boy.
when I go to that party tomorrow, they better play that fucking shit tomorrow and shit. I don't give a fuck. I remember I got a story I gotta tell y'all before I go and shit. So
Okay.
there was a big girl, right? I was at a party, and there was a fucking big girl. And when that song came on, I jumped on top of the big girl, did a leapfrog and shit like that.
Wow.
You doing some Jamaican dance hall shit. Okay.
Oh shit! But anyway, I'm gonna call this shit a night and stuff.
All right,
Ronnie
homie.
said ICP is overrated. Nah, I don't think
Nah,
so.
nah.
I, and this is coming from someone who's not a big fan of them like that and shit. So Hobson is overrated. But anyway, Power said, "What is your opinion on Nino Man and Mels from Jadakiss to So Raspy?"
No good. I ain't like it. That's my
Never heard
opinion.
of it.
All right. Well, everybody.
Okay, now you're going too far, Ronnie.
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay,
Limp
you're going way too
Yes.
far.
Limp
Way
Biscuit,
too far.
yes.
I like Limp Bizkit, but I'm fucking with Insane Clown Posse.
Limp Biscuit. That's I fuck with them.
But they should have never made music.
They're cool though, but I mean ICP over here, boy.
I'd rather listen to D12 over Limp Bizkit.
D12 fire too.
Yeah. Well, their
Second
first
album,
one.
second
Their
album
first album.
detail.
I like both of the albums.
Yeah, both of them.
All right. Anyway,
This nigga said Limp Bizkit.
well, this might be this might be the last video I do this year. Yeah, I guess y'all want to expect me to do a long speech and shit. But I'm not gonna do all that sentimental bullshit. So
Well, I will.
catch. You said what?
I will.
Oh,
Be
you
there
want to do?
all
Okay.
night like Stevie Wonder at a award show and shit.
Yeah, that shit be going on. The credits still be rolling. Stevie still be
Right.
talking.
And the music playing and shit.
But yo, you got some shit to say, Try?
I think we had like one of the best years ever on here. Like I did a lot of discussions that I enjoyed. You know, the Batman week was one of my favorite ones, and the Teddy Pendergrass discography breakdown, the Snoop Dogg discography breakdown, all the beat battles we had. Some of them we got fucking striked by YouTube and shit, but this has been fun, man. Like this is why I get excited to come on here, because we don't talk about the same shit on here. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing the same Drain, Snoop, and Mom D. We come on here and we talk about different genres on a nightly basis, and we flip it to movies, and we did like a whole 6-hour book discussion with Ashley. Shout out to Ashley, and this is what I get excited for, to come on here. And I tell people all the time, when people want me on their platform to talk, I'm like, yeah, I could do it, but Reg comes first. Reg and Ashley, those are my peoples. They like family to me now, and they come first before anybody else. So I had a great year. This was a great year on here. So
Yeah, it's definitely been a great year for me because with me doing my channel and me like trying to get my view count up. I just want to thank Reg and you too, Try, for letting me get on the platform and share my collection with y'all.
right.
And definitely these collection videos have definitely been major for me. And just me putting myself out there and showing off my vinyls and CDs and stuff, and just having fun, because a lot of channels wouldn't even give their subscribers an opportunity to come on to chop it up. So I just want to salute both y'all brothers and shit.
Yeah.
And plus, these trash album reviews have just been like majorly funny. Like these past other videos with the Black album review, the What the Fuck reviews Reg was doing, back then, definitely bring tears to my eyes and stuff. So I just want to say to Reg, you definitely are underrated YouTube, and you definitely still have more subscribers. You too, Trey.
Definitely. And we met so many great people this year. We met Rock Lady, we met Mark Nash, we Lamar, the Jones Connection. Shout out to Cam and PJ, and it was great. Like this is what it's about for us. Like just coming together and having these great discussions, and just all of us are being collectors, and having the new pickups, stream and all that. This is fun. This is what I like to do.
Yeah, like this is why I always like to rush home. This is why I like to rush home and come here and stuff like that, because it's like a stress reliever and whatnot too. But I always say the best is yet to come, and I know the 10-year anniversary is coming very soon,
Wow, 10
October
years. Shit.
2023.
Damn.
You're
Yeah,
OG.
so yeah, so I might So stay tuned mid to late 2022. And let's do some announcements and shit like that too. So I thought to myself, damn, I've been doing this
I
shit
got
for 10 years.
we gotta do something special. I might have to come down to Carolina or something, so that we all can meet in person and just stream together, all three of us, and have Cool G come on, and you know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be dope.
Hopefully the pandemic ain't around in 2023. So
Well, with all this bullshit that's right now with Omarion and Delta and sororities and shit
right,
like that,
right.
Yeah,
that's
motherfucking
all.
college students sleeping outside because they got Takasis roaming all over campus and shit.
Wait, what? College students sleeping outside?
With the harsh conditions in their dorm rooms and stuff. You ain't hear about that? Or like the college students
Nah,
not being fucked up.
I'll be I'll be damned if I sleep outside, motherfucker. Nah, nigga.
Well, you finished already. You done.
Yeah, but still, that shit would piss me off if I had to sleep outside and shit.
Right.
Yeah, cause
I'm
they
done this shit.
were doing like repairs and stuff at my job and stuff in like the lower buildings and stuff. But it been going on all around the country in certain like college campuses and stuff, like terrible, living conditions and stuff.
Shit, I paid all this shit for a fucking dorm. Y'all fucking up with my fucking loan. You expect me to fucking sleep outside? Y'all kiss my ass for
Right.
that shit. Shit, I must have lost y'all fucking mind. Fuck that.
Motherfuckers be outside like they in a third world country or something. Just
No,
crazy.
they calling it a
yeah,
Marion. A Marion actually got
yeah,
online and he was talking shit about it.
yeah. I know it's a Maricon. I just like to call him
Yeah.
Marion and shit like
Yeah.
that because at this point, this whole fucking everything's a fucking variant now. I'm waiting for the Timberlake variant now. Waiting for the Soul Child variant.
Oh
Like
my god.
shit, fuck it.
Waiting on
We
the
naming
Cardi B
R&B.
variant and shit.
Nah,
Motherfuckers just be
y'all can
coming up
keep
with
that.
shit. I don't want
Y'all
that
can
shit.
keep that.
Vagisil 7 need to be all over that. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
But anyway, appreciate this try. Appreciate
No
this
doubt.
Eric.
You're welcome,
Hope
man.
No
everyone
doubt, man.
has a happy new year
Happy New Year.
and whatnot. I hope y'all have a safe new year. Catch us this Sunday when we talk about the first review, Nas Magic, Styles P,
Woo!
Blockage Man, shit like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Wreckage Man,
Yes.
excuse me. A Nas album, Try Actually Lights and shit.
This nigga here.
Man.
Right, so stay tuned. And I'll see
All
y'all in 2022.
right.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace out, man.
Happy New Year, man.
All right,
Happy New
happy New
Year.
Year.